Good evening. It's the guy with the beard, Guns and Gear, or Gear and Guns. Talked about the other day that I just purchased and picked up, finally received, I purchased a long time ago, but the Ruger Wrangler, and I was alluding to the fact that I had the big brother of that, and I actually just compared them, kind of a quick comparison, about 3 minutes ago, and it is very, very similar. In a lot of remarks. So I'm going to go over the specs, and I don't know if you didn't watch my video, you can watch the previous one on the Ruger Wrangler, because I'm going to talk specifically today about the Blackhawk, okay, which is what I'm holding right now. Okay, so the Ruger Blackhawk, this is the model 316. Okay, there's not very much that differentiates between the different models. As you go up into the 4 series, it changes the caliber. So this is a 3 series, probably denoting this 357. Like most 357s, it can shoot 38 special as well. So this is a 357, and the 0316, which designated it as it having a 6.5 inch barrel, and the 306 has the 4.62 barrel, which is exactly the same length as the Ruger Wrangler. So there it is. I'm going to just show you quickly comparison side by side, just kind of the size of it. And I said when I picked up the Ruger Wrangler, I said it's got some decent weight to it, but if you take a look at the two pistols side by side, yeah, you can see that the barrel is 2 inches longer. You can see that, I mean, the finish is not the same, but remarkably, there's a lot that's similar. In fact, I'd like to tell you how old this pistol is, but I have no idea. I really don't. I kind of exchanged it secondhand. It's kind of a funny story. It started as a set of tires and a Ruger SR9 from a friend of mine, and I eventually bought a Glock, so I didn't really need the SR9 anymore, because I didn't really see the purpose of having two 9mm pistols, especially with, you know, the price of firearms is very expensive. So I kind of wanted to moderate. I was out at the range at one point shooting my Glock, and one of the guys kind of wandered over and says, "Hey, I noticed you have an SR9 there. Does it shoot well?" And I said, "Yeah, it shoots really well." He goes, "Would you be interested in selling it, or what are you doing with it?" And I said, "Well, actually, I am going to sell it." He said, "Well, have you ever considered an exchange?" I said, "No. What do you got?" Because I like having different firearms. And he says, "Well, I've got an old Ruger 357 revolver." I was like, "Oh, that's cool." I didn't own a revolver at that time. In fact, I had never shot a revolver. So I want to give you a good look at this. You know, it is, again, single action revolver. You got to cock the hammer back for every time you fire. You can see the cylinder rotating. Okay, it's got the side gate to load. With the side gate open, you can rotate the cylinder. Once you close that side gate, cylinder doesn't move. Okay, it locks in place. The only way that you can move the cylinder at that point is to cock the hammer. Okay, and you release the hammer under control with the trigger. I've already gone over both pistols. They're safe. I just removed them actually from my safe to bring them up and talk about them. It's got the exact same features as the Wrangler. If I'm just going to turn it over here, you can see that there's a pin there to remove the cylinder. Kind of push in on this retention pin. You pull this retaining rod out, and you can rotate the cylinder again left and away from the pistol. It's got the extraction rod to remove each spent cartridge one by one if one or two of them get stuck in there. You can see that this pistol has seen some wear. In fact, I just went and checked on the Ruger website, and now they have the black checkered hand grips like the Wrangler. This one is, you know, it's seen a few years. Okay, it's got the old wood hand grips, which I actually like because it's more, you know, traditional. Front blade, adjustable rear sight in the back for both elevation and windage. You see there's a set screw there. Ruger actually claims with this that you can have match accuracy. And I'd like to say that that's true, but I've never shot it. Never. I've never shot this pistol. I've owned it, I'm going to say 15 years, and I've never shot it. And here's the reason why. Because it's 357, and I went to go buy a box of 357, and ammunition was scarce and very expensive. So I considered getting into reloading. Anyway, I never had the opportunity. It hasn't been shot. but I'm actually planning on shooting it this Saturday. So hopefully I'm going to take both firearms out, maybe a couple other ones as well. But I'm going to shoot the 22, shoot the 357, maybe in a 38 special, I'm not sure. And I'm going to see exactly how much more fun one is other than the other one, and also how much easier it is to shoot if it can be zeroed. Alright, so a little bit of specs on this. I just checked the price on this from Ruger.com. I was kind of shocked because, as I said, this pistol cost me $450, I think, and it came with a set of winter tires, if you look at the lineage of the exchanges. Okay, again, it's not brand new. Somebody, I think, was using it for maybe some cowboy tournaments or cowboy competitions, because there's a little bit of wear on both sides of the barrel. Typically you see that from holstering, taking it out. There's also a little chip back here on one of the hand grips. Doesn't affect the hand grip, it doesn't pinch the fingers, it seems to be stuck on there pretty good. So I mean, it's good for the time being. Again, 6.5 inch barrel, 1.16 right hand twist. That's the rifling inside the barrel. For anybody out there who really wants to know, I'm not sure what that does. Maybe some of you guys know. Again, the price $829 US. That equals roughly $1,110 at 1.34 exchange rate. But you can't buy them anymore. So I guess that's really inconsequential. The overall length of the pistol, you can see it's a little bit longer than the Wrangler. The overall length is 12.38 inches. Okay, and the weight of it, I said yesterday, I said it felt like it weighed twice as much. Now that I have them both together, I can say that it's not twice as much, but there's definitely a little bit more weight to this. And again, you got 2 inches extra of barrel, and this is like cold steel. So the weight of this is 45 ounces. 45 ounces is 1,275 grams, almost 3 pounds, 2.81 pounds. So a little bit of heft to it, but not something so heavy that you can't control it when you're pointing it towards your target. Again, Ruger is claiming target grade accuracy. I don't know. I know the feel of it. Again, I've never been dissatisfied with a Ruger firearm. The build quality in it is very nice. If you can take a look at the bluing, even though it's got a little bit of wear, I mean, it's still a very attractive pistol. Still has that, you know, that nice steel hammer that you can see. I'll try to get this in the frame, but the nice steel hammer that you can kind of see. A really good curl on the hammer, so you can really get your thumb on it. The actuation of it is very good. If you do the half cock, you listen to that cylinder. Okay, it's solid. All right, this is a solid firearm. Again, like I said with the Ruger Wrangler, there's a reason why they used these way back in the day, because they could take a lot of abuse. And I know that this pistol has taken use, I'm going to say, not abuse, because anybody who's putting $1,110 Canadian or $829 US into a pistol is not going to abuse it, okay? A very, very, very attractive firearm. And hopefully fun to shoot. I just want to put them side by side again, just so you can see, you know, the similarities of them. I mean, it's a Wrangler. There's a Blackhawk on the bottom. The black one is the Blackhawk. Go figure. But they're very, very, very similar, even down to the same kind of angle on the trigger. This one has got the steel one, whereas the Wrangler has the stainless steel. I kind of like the look of the stainless steel one, but I can understand why they went with the black on the Blackhawk. So there it is in a nutshell. Okay, another fine firearm for Ruger. I'm sure they're still producing these and selling them to the U.S. market. If you are lucky enough to have one of these in your inventory that you can keep at least until, you know, until you're dead and gone, then you're a lucky guy, I think. I'm going to go out and shoot this on the weekend. I'm going to probably bring my kids out to shoot this and get their first impressions. Neither one of them, I think, has ever shot a revolver. I've shot a couple of revolvers. I've shot a .44. I've shot lots of .22s. because they're actually just fun and inexpensive. And almost everybody, if they don't have a 22 revolver, they should have a 22 revolver. The next one I think is a 357. Everybody knows caliber 357, and I'm looking forward to see what this is going to do. Again, I thank you. If you are enjoying the videos, give us a like, give us a subscribe. I don't really, at this point, know what I'm doing. This is only the second video that I've produced. So I'm looking for your comments. You know, how can I improve the videos? Things that you'd like to see. If you want to see more videos like comparing modern pistols to old pistols, I'll see what I can do about that. Again, I don't have a vast arsenal, but what I do, I intend on using, and I like to enjoy them, and I'll bring them out. So again, I'm the guy with the beard, guns and gear. Like, subscribe, please keep following.